Welcome back. I hope you all saw that delicious warm cheese blintz I made earlier in the show, and I was inspired using food editor and author Claire Saffitz's latest book, What's for Dessert. In fact, we cooked with Claire, and then we had some more questions for her because she's the quirky dessert expert. Check it out. Your channel on YouTube is so popular. We're talking hundreds of thousands of views on each hit. Why do you think you resonate with so many people?
I like to present cooking and baking as things that require practice, and it's not always so easy. So I don't like to sort of make it seem like, oh, I just threw this together. It's like,
right.
No, I work hard at sort of getting better and becoming a skilled home cook and home baker. So but I've been doing it for a long time, and I've acquired so many tips and tricks along the way. So I'm really passionate about sharing that with the home baker and, sort of making the mistakes so that you don't have to. So I keep it very real, and
Yes.
shoot everything in my kitchen at my home. And so when I mess up, you see that happen on screen. So I think it's relatable because things don't always go perfectly in the kitchen, and I'm okay with showing that.
You've been known in the past to create some pretty crazy things. My favorite was when you made bagel bites. And you also made a Butterfinger too. Any of them you wish that you were like, wait a minute, why did I even do this? It was too much.
Yeah, love the bagel bites, love eating bagel bites. Anytime it was anything kind of gummy candy or gummy candy related with that texture, that's a really hard thing to achieve at home. So I never really had success with that. And it always was like something that I was just stumped by. So those were not my favorite, but anything that was rooted in what felt like real cooking and baking technique and pastry. So things like Butterfinger, or where I was making nougat, or, covering something in chocolate. I really liked those because I had something, that it was sort of anchored by, that I knew how to approach it. Some of those other things though, with the gummy candies, I just was like, I don't even know where to begin with this. So those never went really well.
What is kind of your favorite go-to, something that you love to make that your friends are like, oh my gosh, Claire, make the yeah.
I'm not much of a snacker, but I love popcorn. And one of my favorite things ever is caramel popcorn. I love how crunchy and crispy it is. So I'll make that a lot. In What's for Dessert, I have sort of like a popcorn square. Like I make caramel popcorn and flatten it into a pan and then cut it into squares. So it's kind of like a version of a bar cookie.
I love it. All right, it is time now for the lightning round. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, number one, favorite fast food to grab?
Oh, McDonald's, fries. I just want fries.
Favorite sugar to bake with?
Ooh, I do love brown sugar and demerara sugar. Adds so much flavor and texture. Yeah.
Something you baked that you never want to try again?
Ooh, great question. What has stumped me in the past? I have never successfully made a great panettone, and it's such a holiday-focused recipe. But if I haven't made it successfully, I just want to try harder. So at first I am really put off by it, and then it becomes a challenge. So I might actually attempt it again.
What will Claire Saffitz bring to a potluck?
Ooh, I'm usually bringing dessert, and I have to say that I'll probably bring a galette. So I love making pastry, and I love fruit dessert. So like an apple galette, or in summertime, like a strawberry galette. So that's usually my go-to.
Okay, please come to our potluck. Strangest dessert you've ever tried?
Ooh, strangest dessert I've ever tried. When I was, oh my gosh, in college, I lived abroad in Spain. And I remember when my parents came to visit, we took them to this sort of avant-garde restaurant where everything was in gel form for dessert, which is not really, I just kind of want to eat like a piece of cake for dessert. That really wasn't my best dessert experience, but it was memorable. I'll say that.
Yeah, clearly it memorable. All-time favorite dessert to eat?
Oh my gosh, all-time favorite dessert has got to be, I would say, either apple pie or chocolate chip cookie. Can't go wrong.